KOMU 8 News starts now.
Don't put away your snow boots just yet. More winter weather is headed our way. Good evening, I'm Daniel Perot.
And I'm Blake Salmon. Thanks for joining us. Let's send it right over to our Megan James for more on what we can expect this upcoming week.
Thank you, guys. Well, here at home right now, we are seeing mostly cloudy skies, a little bit more cloud cover starting to filter back into our area. And as we look at the bigger picture of things down to our south, we do have a little bit of a winter weather system that has been rapidly moving up north, and that will be in our area here within the next couple of hours. Also, on the northwest corner of Missouri, a couple of flurries are starting to develop. Those will also move in within the next couple of hours as well. So with this winter weather system that we're watching for tomorrow morning, we do have travel impacts that we're concerned about. The greatest of these is going to be tomorrow morning, Sunday morning. To the north of Interstate 70, we're expecting to see mostly snow, but to the south of I-70, we're expecting freezing rain. It could get quite icy and quite slick, especially on untreated surfaces. But by the midday hours and in the later afternoon, warmer temperatures above the freezing point will help some of this winter weather melt, so road conditions will be better later in the day. Coming up later, we'll be breaking this down hour by hour.
Columbia Public Works says it is a 15-person crew ready to respond to the overnight snowfall. Crews will report to work at 3 a.m.
Officials in Audrain County say a 64-year-old woman died in a fire early this morning. The Little Dixie Fire Protection District says it happened in the 13,000 block of Audrain County Road 208. Firefighters say they got the call around 2:30 this morning. The fire started around a pellet stove, but the exact cause is unknown because of the extensive damage.
Now, hundreds of gamers are flocking to the first annual Como Game Expo today to prove who's top dog on the sticks. I went down there and got to see what happened.
Because it gets real intense, real sweaty.
MU student Nick Foley says he was blown away when he walked into the Stony Creek Conference Center.
It's awesome, like seeing the crowd, like watching people play Fortnite, seeing all the like younger kids and everything. It's an awesome scene to see.
Kids like 11-year-old Logan Duggan.
So basically, I caught the dub. I just played it out like a normal game.
But the expo wasn't all competition.
You know, one other thing that Columbia, Missouri is known for, game development, go figure.
Tron Jontime is the co-founder of the game Starship Junkyard.
I'm a sales consultant and a management consultant, and I've been frustrated my whole life with sales training.
Jontime says he created Starship Junkyard as a team-building and sales training exercise at another conference last year.
And it turned out to be just hilarious and fun, so we've taken it to market.
Jontime says playing is learning.
Right? We take education and training and coaching very seriously, which is great. But what makes a lesson stick is when you play and have fun and laugh and goof around with something.
A lesson everyone with a controller took to heart. Jontime says he'll be doing a Kickstarter this spring. He's hoping to raise around $15,000. MU's Office of Research held its first ever Columbia Young Scientists Expo this afternoon. The Connector hosted the event. It's an office within MU Research that connects the university to the public through events like this one. The expo displayed local and university scientists' work. The booths were interactive and geared towards children. Staff of the Connector say this event will help kids plan for their future.
In my experience, when I was told go to college, go get an education, it was like, okay, well, what can I do there? And this gives an idea of what those kids can do when they get to Mizzou, if they get to Mizzou, at an early age, so they can always look at Mizzou as a possibility.
The Connector also partners with Ragtag Cinema to offer monthly movie nights called Extra Credit.
Today, children were on a mission to prevent child hunger through a program called Kids Helping Kids. The Food Bank of Central Northeast Missouri holds the event. More than 90 people were working. Children helped pack over 1,600 pounds of cornflake cereal. The cereal bags get placed into boxes with other nutritional items and then are given to need-based elementary students. The program director says this event has a huge impact for child hunger.
You know, we will get little notes from children themselves that say thank you because that was the only food I might have had over a weekend, or thank you because I was able to share my buddy pack food with my brother and sister.
The food bank needs 5,000 to 10,000 cereal bags each week. The next Kids Helping Kids Day is April 6th. Community members got a free seminar on money management this morning. The Shiloh Christian Worship Center in Columbia partnered with Love Inc. to teach attendees about finances. Community members learned about the importance of saving, how to build their credit, and how to live on a budget. The event's organizer says she hopes those who were at today's event took home a tip or trick that could make their own financial situation better.
When you give somebody something that they can go home and use, and it's free to them, and it's gonna impact them for the rest of their life, and it changes the way they think and the way that they do things, it actually impacts the community.
She says the church is looking to hold more similar events in the future.
Here's what's happening right now. The attorney for a woman who accuses Virginia Lieutenant Governor Justin Fairfax of rape in 2000 says her client is willing to testify. The attorney says her client would testify in front of the state legislature if impeachment hearings take place. Fairfax says the encounter was consensual. He has faced numerous resignation calls. Earlier this week, a college professor accused Fairfax of assaulting her in 2004. Fairfax has denied those allegations as well. Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren has officially announced her bid for the 2020 presidential election. She held a rally today in Lawrence, Massachusetts. Warren says she's running against, quote, a rigged system that props up the rich and powerful and kicks dirt on everyone else.
But today, the home ownership gap between black and white families is 30 percentage points, bigger than it was back in 1960 when housing discrimination was actually legal. Race matters, and we need to say so.
Warren didn't mention her past claims of being Native American. The president's 2020 campaign manager says Warren has been exposed as a fraud. Now, the loveliest holiday is right around the corner, and people are getting their shopping done early.
See how shops in Rocheport are trying to make life sweeter for shoppers. But first, you take a live look over downtown Columbia at 10:06. This is KMUA News at 10, coverage you can count on.
Welcome back. Community members came out early this morning to work out for a good cause. From cardio to Pilates and yoga, the 8th annual Fitness for a Cure brought light to cancer through a wide range of exercises for all ages. People participated in different classes. The event hosted different wellness vendors, a silent auction, and local speakers. In between classes, community members who were directly affected by cancer spoke about their experiences.
I have 2 more chemos left, so I'm at the very end and getting a little bit giddy and excited. But I feel like, too, it's become such a normal thing for me to go in every single Friday. And people think that the infusion room at a cancer center is this kind of dreary place, and it is so not.
All of the proceeds for the event went to the American Cancer Society.
An event in Rocheport today offered a sweet experience for shoppers at a Valentine's Day. The Rocheport Chocolate Crawl is in its 2nd year. 10 local shops participated this year. Visitors took home a different chocolate treat from each store, as well as discounts and other prizes. One event organizer says local business owners inspire events like these.
This is really just the byproduct of some amazing folks here that have a wild imagination and can come up with some really creative ways to have a good time.
The event was sold out this year, and Laveau says he's confident it will return next year.
Coming up after the break, we're going to be talking about this winter weather system that we have on the way in just a couple of hours. We're expecting some snow, but also some icy conditions as well. I'll let you know exactly where to expect these.
Hey guys, I'm Halsey, and I'm your host and musical guest this week on Saturday Night Live, and we're on next. Woo!
And you're taking a live look of the set of Saturday Night Live. We'll be right back.